Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on the channel. As always guys, my name is Void Reaper here today, and guys, welcome back to the channel where we're going to be talking about more stuff with NVE and also my personal in-game settings. So stay tuned everybody. We're here, we're live, we're back on the computer. I know I have my face cam on and everything else, but guys, so basically the biggest thing with this video is to basically show off my in-game settings and show you guys how I make my game look the way it does. I know there's been a ton of you requesting this, and like just in my Discord server as well, you're like, Void, when's this coming out? Void, when are you gonna do this? When are you gonna do this? I have time finally. We're gonna make it happen, I promise. So stay tuned everybody. Let's go ahead and launch 5M and let's go ahead and get into the settings. Alrighty, here we are. We are in game here on the Prophet Roleplay server. As many of you know, the announcement video has come out that I am a part of Prophet Roleplay as the media director, and I'm very, very excited as that. But here we go, guys. We are in the Prophet server with NVE installed and everything else, guys. So basically, what makes my game stand out is like a lot of you guys are like, "Oh my God, your game looks amazing!" Like, how do you do this? So really quick, let me go ahead and take off my face off the screen and we'll get into the settings for you guys. All right, so my beautiful face is gone off the screen. You guys don't got to worry about me anymore, but no. So we're going to go ahead and go into our GTA 5 settings. We're going to go over to settings. As you can see, I am 4Mary1 on the server as always, you know, beautiful. So the first thing we're going to go into is display. So what display is, you know, it's like what you got, and a lot of people are worried about my brightness setting. My brightness setting is actually a lot different than what it used to be. It's actually about a little less than halfway, probably 3/4 of the way, over almost to halfway. Not too crazily bright, because with NVE is just, you don't want it, you kind of need it a little bit brighter. Like, I'll probably adjust this to go up a little higher, but I mean, overall, you don't need your brightness too bright with NVE because, you know, it's, I mean, just guys, look at the moon and look at all this stuff. Like, it's bright enough. I mean, you can even have brighter, like darker nights as well. It's pretty bright, so you don't have to worry about that. But going into the safe zone size, that's how my safe zone looks. It's almost there. You know, it's almost full. I mean, it's like probably like one tick down, and you know, you can copy all my display settings if you want. But here's the big thing: is the graphics settings. So ignore the red bar. With the server, it's like glitched. It's only letting you have this amount of memory, so it's kind of weird right now. But my memory total is 2,900, almost 3,000 megabytes. So basically half of my megabytes it lets me have for GTA 5, because I have a 16 gigabyte RAM system, basically. So that's kind of the big thing with that one. So my FXAA is on. If you turn this off, NVE looks terrible. It doesn't look as good. You need to have FXAA on if you're going to have NVE installed. If you don't want NVE installed, then go ahead and take it off, but I have it on. MSAA, I have it off for myself, because for my system, if you have a 32 gig RAM memory, whatever it's called, go ahead and turn this up to ×4, but for me, I have it off just to save myself, and I like it. It looks fine by default because it's NVE. It looks amazing anyway, but that's basically like, you know, the further textures loading in, if they're like still rendered in, like I would have it off either way, because NVE is such a powerful mod. But if you want to have a system that can handle it, go ahead and turn it on, no big deal. So the next thing I have is I have VSync off. I don't really know what it is, and I have never seen anybody have it on, so I have it off because it saves my life. But I have pause game and focus on. I have my population density and population variety off, because that is basically a GTA 5M necessity to save yourself. Distance scaling is all the way up. My extended texture budget, it kind of depends on what server you're in. I usually fluctuate. I might to boost it up a little bit, but I have it up a little bit, not too terrible high, because, you know, we gotta love 5M with their updates with the extended texture budget, thank gosh. Moving on into the texture quality and all this other stuff. So this is my big thing with texture quality, is if you want the best performance and your game to still look good, have your textures and everything else on high, because with very high and ultra, it's not too much of a difference when you actually load into 5M. It's only like, hey, it's only about this much of a difference. It doesn't really make, I mean, with NVE, it looks amazing, but I mean, overall, it's kind of like, with 5M especially, it's like, you don't really need to worry about this. Maybe with regular GTA, you can turn it up as far as you want, but for 5M, especially if you're, you know, you're role-playing, or if you're playing on the free roam servers, or you're playing Busted, etc., 5PD, etc., I would just have it on high because it just makes your life easier. Like your texture quality, your shader quality on high, shadow quality is high. For myself, I like my reflections a little bit higher, so I have ultra reflections. You can have high or very high. I mean, honestly, if you want, you could put normal, but it's not going to make it look that great. So I have it on ultra for myself because I really like it. Reflection MSAA, I have it on ×8 because that's just what I've always had it on. I haven't really adjusted it since I've had NVE installed, so that's why I have it on ×8. Water quality is high, particle quality is high, grass quality high. My soft shadows are at the softest, so basically your shadows just more detail. I like my soft shadows. Post effects, I have it on ultra just so it matches the reflection quality, because I usually have reflection quality and post effects on the same one just so it can be better looking. Motion blur, I have motion blur off. I used to have a little bit of motion blur on, but then I took it off. In-game depth of field effects, I have that on. Filtering, I have it on ×16. The highest you can go, the better. Ambient inclusion, you want it on high. Basically, that's like your more shadows, your more in-depth shadows. Tessellation is on high, and that is all for your graphics, basically, with the game. That is why the game looks the way it does. I'll show you guys my advanced graphic settings as well. My aspect, I have a 1080p display, so I have it on that. I don't have anything on with advanced graphics because that's just extra memory that like my computer doesn't really handle with. And the biggest thing with NVE, guys, is you need to keep in mind too is NVE automatically takes about 8 to 10 gigabytes of RAM to run on default. So that's kind of why a lot of people are like, I can't use NVE, it doesn't work, like it's hard on my system. And that would be why, because it uses so much of your memory by default. And that's kind of why I've always been like, if you have the system to run it, go right ahead and run it. If you don't have the system to run it, please don't, like, waste your time running it. But yeah, those are my in-game settings. And also, guys, you guys have been asking for the menu settings. My settings have been default. I have not changed them. I haven't messed with the menu at all because I have fallen in love with the way this looks the second you install it, so I'm not worried about trying to change it. I run with the default settings with the ENB mod in. Personally, I love it. It looks amazing. I am not worried about it one bit. It looks beautiful as it is. Plus, if you want to take it to the extreme and you want to play around with it, I strongly encourage it because, you guys might like settings that I am not used to. Well, everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for this in-game settings portion of my big, huge NVE series we got going on the channel. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys finally have your answers that you guys have been wondering and wanting to know. But always, guys, I appreciate everybody's support on all the videos. Like, I did not expect any one of these tutorial videos to do as good as they have, and also explaining how ENB works. This is my in-game portion of the tutorials as always. But no, guys, if you want my exact settings, here you are, and you guys can go ahead and use the settings. Go right ahead and have fun with it. I hope you guys do enjoy my settings and also enjoy NVE in general. But no, as always, guys, go ahead and follow my Twitch channel if you want to see more content as well. Go ahead and join the Discord server. As always, if you have any sort of questions or run into any sort of trouble, I will try to respond to them as quick as I possibly can. I am a college student. I am kind of busy sometimes, so I do apologize if I do take a while, but I will try to get your questions answered. Go ahead and check out Mixed Energy. Use code VOIDHD at checkout to save some discount money on your order. And always, guys, go ahead and subscribe here and hit the notification bell down below, and check out my links down in the description down below. But no, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys all next time. Take care, everybody.